Renee,
Perrie.
you have not had the absolute pleasure, is what I would say, of participating when I have my cue cards.
I cannot wait.
These are Candid Confessions, and I have been told by our production team that they are shit themed.
Wow.
So we seem to have slid into a very slippery slope of shit.
That's you, probably.
Yeah, it's me being too open about my bowel movements.
Yeah.
And this links us right back to the very first episode of Can I Be Candid, where I revealed to Richard that I had in fact thrown my own turd out of a window. And now it seems to be a recurring theme of shit. So here we are, shitty stories with shitty Perrie and shitty Renee. And what I would say is I really hope that you are not listening to this around children, because their first word will be shit.
And we don't want that.
I do want it for mine, but that's just another story for another day. So, we've got some juicy ones. We're going to go straight in with the first one because they're juicy as hell. Are we ready?
We are.
When I was in labour with my first child, a young 21-year-old with not a clue about anything. Very young mum, respect to you. I started feeling really warm. Okay, right. So they said to me they wanted to sample to check things and gave me one of those small plastic tube things, right? Me not knowing any better assumed she meant a stool sample. So wondered, how on earth am I going to fit a poo in one of these small tubes? Yeah, I agree.
Logistically challenging.
Well, some would say impossible, and I don't like to use that word. It was impossible, she says. Trust me, I tried. Right. So after I had done my business, I wiped my bum and just put some of the toilet roll with poo on it in the tube.
Right.
Walks out, hands it to the midwife. She looks at me and says, "Oh, honey, we meant a urine sample." I still think of this late at night in the early hours, 17 years later.
I bet that nurse does as well.
Right. At what point did you assume that they were talking about a stool sample?
But in her defence, I mean, you should be specific. Let's not assume. I mean, they should have said a urine sample.
And can I ask, if you are to do a stool sample and you're given one of those test tubes, what is the procedure to get it in there?
I don't think you get a test tube, do you, if it's a stool sample?
Actually, I could tell you a pooey story.
Of course you can.
I am getting my poo checked.
For what?
For everything. So basically, you know, Adam, he's got SIBO and all that. Mr. fucking SIBO. He's going to the fucking SIBO awards at this point and getting SIBO of the year. He's got SIBO. He won't mind me saying this. At this point, Adam, add it into your Instagram bio. Yeah. SIBO sufferer. So he's got SIBO, and no, bless him, it does really affect him.
Does.
And it affects him, you know, like it does. And he says to me all the time, "Perrie, you've got SIBO. Every time you eat something that doesn't agree with you," I mean, it's up the walls, isn't it? All of it.
Yeah, it does. It's a spray.
Yeah, the house is stench. The fucking dino rod's out. The house is being fumigated, and quite frankly, the MI5 are on their way.
Yeah,
that's what it's like every time that you eat something that doesn't agree with you, and it seems to be everything doesn't agree with me. The only thing that doesn't agree with me is dust. That's the only thing. So he said, "I want you to do the stool sample test."
Right.
So he sent me a link of how to do it, and essentially, what you do, to be quite frank, to be candid, is you poo. But you have to poo into a tray, and then you have to dissect. Like you get a tray that goes in the toilet bowl. You poo it. I know it's a lot.
Right. I haven't got a very strong constitution. Yeah. So stuff like this makes me feel really sick.
You get what can only be described as a plethora of utensils. And within these utensils are things that you then use to pick out segments of the poo. No. And you have to do it twice.
No, I'm sorry.
So
why do you have to dissect your own shit?
So essentially, what I'm hoping is that I'm going to get some sort of starter pack, like a poo dissect your poo starter pack, because I need gloves, I need a mask.
But will you actually do this?
Well, this is what Adam said to me. He said, "Perrie, I'm going to send this to you, and you're never going to do it." I said, "But I want to know."
Not that, but will you do it? Because this is the kind of thing I can imagine you asking somebody else to do the dissecting for you. Obviously, you're not too posh to not push your own shit out, but will you then dissect it yourself? Are you going to glove up and get the tools, or are you going to be like, "Mum"?
No, but I'm not going to say Mum. I'm going to say Renee.
I'm not doing it. No fucking chance, mate.
It is giving Julian McKeith. It is. So
I just can't imagine you and Adam both having SIBO.
It's a lot to deal with, business partners and SIBO
at this point,
partners.
I'm a bit like, are you just trying to morph into each other?
Like SIBO, he is absolutely dead certain I've got SIBO.
I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't have something. I mean, your bowels are temperamental, explosive, challenging, horrid to be around at the best of times.
So do you think I should do the poo test then anyway? I'm going to do it better than you, by the way. Sorry, person.
Look, if it's been recommended to you, then why not try it?
By Adam.
I mean, don't let him down. Do it for him.
Right. Anyway.
You could both be ambassadors.
So to this lovely person that said this, I would recommend, if you feel like, well, I mean, I don't know why you had to do this again. Why did you have to do it? It's because you started feeling very warm. I mean, I feel warm all the time, so I definitely need to do a fucking urine sample. But anyway, there we go. Anyway, feel better soon. Next one. So,
but I think my thought on that would be, if you're asked to do a sample and you're not sure, always ask.
Yeah.
You know,
don't assume. Assumption is the mother of all fuckers.
It made an ass out of you and me.
Yeah.
So
don't assume. And also, I don't think at any point you should ever put anything in the tube other than the product, not like tissue.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't.
That was a liquid only sitch.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with like the test tube. Next one, and honestly, strap in because you are honestly not ready for this story.
Right, okay.
I wish it wasn't real. Okay, I'm scared.
God.
Here we go. So me and my boyfriend, it's always the fucking boyfriend, and
Yeah.
you're always going on holiday, and you're always going to the Canary Islands. Come on, guys, see a bit of the world. So we're going on holiday to Future Ventura. You need to get yourself to Stella Island. We had never been before. Couldn't wait for it. I had the whole new outfit and treated myself to a Marc Jacobs canvas tote, beige, by the way. That's obviously a very important part of the story.
Maybe the bag gets ruined.
What I will say is, we're not doing the Marc Jacobs canvas.
It could
tote
have been
anymore.
a while ago.
Yeah. Okay. I hope it was. Anyway, arrived at the airport and went to Burger King, as you do, especially when you
Standard.
come back from Ibiza. Passed the bag over the table to my boyfriend to put next to him. Everything was fine. Once we finished the Burger King, I get the bag back and we head to Wetherspoons for a drink. Of course you do.
Fair play.
Millennial. This is a millennial.
It is.
It was so busy. Lots of O's. And we were looking for a seat. I spot one and run for it. Not the running. The only empty seat. I wonder why. I wonder why too. I sit down and say to my boyfriend, oh, this seat's warm. And I pass the bag over the front of me to place next to me on the seat.
Right.
I shout, oh my God, why did you put my bag in chocolate? Thinking he sat the bag in some chocolate in Burger King. But oh no, it wasn't chocolate. It was someone's human shit on the fucking seat.
In Wetherspoons.
Which was now on the front of my cream hoodie, on my beige Marc Jacobs tote bag, and on the back of my cream leggings. Hope they weren't from Reason. I was stinking. I obviously was freaking out, stood up and couldn't
Thank
wait
God.
to get out of there. My idiot of a boyfriend was trying to calm me down. Idiot.
Whilst having his pint.
By saying it's only shit.
I'm sorry, there is no time that the phrase "it's only shit" is ever going to resonate with me.
In a public space, in an airport.
any space, in my own bathroom,
Yeah.
I would not be comfortable with "it's only shit,"
Which made it
Shit's not-
worse.
Shit's not meant to be on you.
No, which made it worse, obviously. I didn't know what to do. I was texting my mum. I would definitely be on the phone to my mum at this point. In a panic, asking her to help me. And she kept on reading my messages and not replying. I was stressed. We will be having a different conversation about that because that's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
That's when you need your mother the most and she's blue ticking you. Honestly.
The audacity.
We headed to the JD Sports in the airport.
Ugh.
Still covered in someone's shit, right? And panic bought some leggings and a hoodie. Fine. But that was expensive. My boyfriend went to Boots to get every sanitizer and wipes under the sun, and I went straight to the toilet to change, which there was a queue for. I was so embarrassed. I thought, oh my God, what if they think I've shat myself? Well, at this point, I'm starting to question whether it was you. Anyway, got cleaned up. My mum eventually replied to say my dad had called the Wetherspoons to complain.
Right. So my dad's on the phone to the Wetherspoons, like, my daughter's just got caked in shit in your establishment and I'm unhappy about it.
Who told me to go back there with my shitty clothes and they would get them cleaned up. I debated for a while because I was so embarrassed to go back in there. Long story short, well, it hasn't
It's
been.
not been.
Wetherspoons refunded me for my new clothes that I
Fair.
had to buy. They washed and returned my poo-stained clothes. This is the best part. Shout out to Gary,
It's always
the manager. Fuck, it's Ricky's wrote this. 100%. Ricky's fucking wrote this, which I then sold on Vinted.
She sold the clothes that were covered in shit that have been cleaned on Vinted.
Let me just go that again.
What's her username? She should be banned.
Right. Long story short, Weatherspoons refunded me for my new clothes that I had to buy. They washed and returned my poo-stained clothes. Shout out to Gary, the manager, aka Ricky, which I then sold on Vinted.
Right.
And then they told me that they had seen the whole thing unfold on the CCTV, and actually it was an old man who had pooed himself.
Right, but can I just say there is a key use of the word stained in that. My poo-stained clothes, she's then sold on Vinted. It's 1 star from me. That's disgusting. I'm sorry. You can't, I mean, you'd have just burnt them and put it down to a really, really bad day of luck.
But the holiday to Future Ventura was amazing,
well,
actually.
thank
And
God.
we even got a free room upgrade when we arrived. They must have known I was going to need it. I have just been through every single possible emotion that a human being can go through. I was feeling sorry for you. Then I was feeling angry at you. Then I was feeling sad for you. Then I was feeling scathing at you. Like, I cannot keep up.
That was a roller coaster.
That was a roller coaster. Here's the thing. I am going to need to dissect this a bit because you're saying to me that an old man, bless him, has shit himself in Moon under the fucking water at London Luton Airport. Actually, it wouldn't have been a Luton. That's the Stansted fucking place. That's happened at Stansted. But you're saying poor old man.
But even if he was well, he's at an airport. So where's he gone in his shitty clothes?
Yeah, but listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you. It must, and I'm sorry to get really into this, but I need to dissect the facts here. It weren't a turd, was it?
Well, no, clearly not.
So are we saying
if the damage is to be believed, then it wasn't solid.
It was diarrhea?
Yeah.
Because as well, he's not just pulled his kegs down and squatted and did a fucking Coke can of a shit in the middle of Weatherspoons.
Let it blow on the chair. It's just absolutely dropped his guts mid pint of whatever it is they all drink, the ale.
Hold on, I think
Worthington's bitter.
Has this man got SIBO?
Right.
I think
what
he's
we're not
got
going to do is keep self-diagnosing
Is this Adam?
everybody with SIBO. Is this right?
Is
Stop.
this about Adam? He is going to absolutely blow. I can't say that.
Well,
no, I've said it now. So just want to dissect. So what I'm trying to get to the point of is they're saying they saw it on CCTV and it was an old man. So the old man has not done it intentionally. It's been a bowel explosion, an accident of which liquid has unfortunately vacated his body prematurely onto a seat. She's then gone and sat on it. It's not like intentional where he's gone, poor, I need a shit. Even if, like, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to work out.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things like if that was the only chair that was there, were others aware? So I'd like to think if someone's done a great big shit of any consistency on a chair in my vicinity, I would know. I'd be like, clean up in aisle 6, please. You would be doing something.
Also, it would smell
It would stink. So actually, a lot of this, I think, is not on this poor old man because he may have a medical condition. If he doesn't, I'm saying he does. But what about the other civilians, people, participants that have been a part of this because they're sat around shit?
How did it get on the chair?
This is what I'm trying to get at, right? So how did it get on the chair? If he's wearing trousers, right? So let's say I'm wearing I don't know why, I'm not labelling, but I can imagine he's wearing some sort of cord pant.
Yeah, cord or tweed. Something ridged.
Something.
A thick material, an absorbent material, if you will.
I can't do this anymore. I actually can't. So he's wearing what I would say is sort of like a bit of a layer between him and chair.
Yeah.
So that must be some fucking
quantity. Yeah, it's over the 100 mils you can pass through security with. That we do know. We do know.
I'm done.
I mean, how has this happened?
This is what I mean. How has that seeped through his cord/tweed trousers and gone onto what I'm imagining to be some sort of dense wooden chair?
Yeah, it'll be one of them really old, uncomfortable ones. Well, I'm hoping that's been burnt now.
And another thing for me as well is I just think with the kind of movement that this liquid must have had, I think some of it might have fallen off the chair.
Well, it sounds like it's going to gone up the bloody wall and over the bar, if I'm honest. They probably shot past him on the plane to Fuerteventura. I mean, I'm no physics teacher, but this is defying a lot of laws. I think something serious has happened. What I'd like to know is this man okay?
I think that there needs to be a welfare check on him.
Honestly, I will go knock his door in a full hazmat suit.
The thing
Is he well?
From person with bowel problem to person with bowel problem.
Oh, God.
I understand that sometimes it's Elsa, let it go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let it go.
I wish his was frozen
No.
because it wouldn't have gone so fucking far.
I'm sure there's just a bit of it that I don't understand.
There's a lot of that I don't understand.
Do you think that we could get her on the pod?
I mean, I'm more concerned about him.
Can we get him on the pod? So if you, watching this, were this person, I think this is a very specific, it's an isolated event.
You would remember if this happened.
If you happen to have a bowel explosion in Moon Under the Water in Wetherspoons at an airport, and someone with a Marc Jacobs beige tote bag, specifically beige, always remember it, and their new tracksuit came and sat in your shit, could you let us know?
But then, did this person then board a flight?
This is what I'm going to say. Just was about to. So what did he do? Did he then go to the bathroom and do what she did, go to JD Sports? JD Sports had a good day that day, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wondering, fucking hell, they were turning a profit that day. Everyone going in to get change of clothes. Did he go and buy himself a Nike Just Do It tracksuit and then have to go into the toilet? I mean, where did he end up in this situation?
I just think in seat 32A on an EasyJet flight, I think. But
Yeah.
we need to know, were you on the plane? Were you on the plane and you smelt shit?
Or did he decide not to fly because his bowels were that, like, you know, inconsistent, temperamental, and he decided to do that really annoying long walk out of the airport, wait for his baggage and go home? That would upset me. But what I will say is this, the smell. That smell would have been putrid.
Sulfur.
I'm sorry, because you can't do a poo of that consistency and not expect actual atomic nuclear waste smell to come afterwards.
Yeah. It sounds like this was some type of volcanic eruption.
Yeah.
We're talking Pompeii.
Yeah.
So people must have been aware. It must have stuck. It sounds like people should have been running out the pub or hiding under furniture.
It sounds like people should have been evacuated.
Sounds like some type of natural disaster. Like this should have gone out on the National Geographic channel, not Can I Be Candid?
I cannot. I need more facts. Do you speak about this anymore? How long ago was this?
Yes.
So we can
What
try.
airport was it?
What airport was it? How long ago was it? Are you and your boyfriend still together now, or could this be the straw that broke the camel's back?
My most important question is, what was the feedback on the items that they sold on Vinted? What was the rating that they got?
Yes. Did you get any complaints? Is there an open case with Vinted? Do you need us to step in?
Yeah.
Do you need Renée to deal with this from a HR professional perspective?
What packaging did you send the items in?
Did you spray it with perfume? Did you use tissue?
It sounds like it needed perfume.
What I will say is we don't agree with reselling poo-stained clothes on Vinted.
No, I think there's a line you have to draw, and I'm comfortable that it's drawn there.
But that was, wow. I just went
Epic.
through, I went up, down, and all the way fucking round, let me tell you.
I will always now double check a seat before I sit down.
I just never, I mean, look, piss, not ideal, but I probably could see it. Like, you know, like pissing, you know, especially maybe even if a child accidentally like pisses themselves, like that I could see. But that man, bless him, has also got up and left, and to not tell anyone, notify anyone.
That's bang out of order. I mean, that's bad. That's really an act of terrorism almost.
That's poor. That's piss poor. Pardon the pun.
That's shit poor.
That's shit poor. That's shit poor. So if you are that man, next time, please do let somebody know.
At least put your hand up. You know, you ain't got to write it on the app, but at least put your hand up and say there's been an incident.
Literally. I'm sorry, that was actually hilarious.
I am loving these.
I am loving these, and we need more, and we want more.
We must
want
must,
more.
Must have
I
more.
actually would just like to ditch the whole podcast now.
We'll just sit and do this.
I just want to do this. It's so fun. So if you have any stories, they don't have to be poo related. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It's me. We seem to be going down the poo track. But if you have any funny stories, anything you want to share, we do put out their themes. So we do like to have certain themes, but at this point, we'll have anything.
We'll take anything.
We'll take any of your deepest, darkest secrets, all the skeletons in the closet. They will remain anonymous. Send them to hello@canibecandidpod.com, and you never know, you might be chosen, and we might be sharing your shitty story very soon.
Candid Confessions, Candid Confessions.